Hello. Today I'm going to attempt to talk about one of my favorite books of all time. Unfortunately, due to having two small children at home, this is all that's left of the cover. The part that went over it has vanished. Anyway, the book is called A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. And when I say it's one of my favorite books, I don't mean it in the same sense as I say The Great Gatsby is one of my favorite books, because The Great Gatsby I can just read over and over again, or Stephen King, as you can see probably behind me, is one of my favorite authors, which means for me that I can just pick up a Stephen King book and I'll feel like I'm at home and I'm in my happy place. With A Little Life, it's not like that. I probably hate the book as much as I love it, but in a good way. Give me a moment, I'm going to start to make sense soon. So A Little Life, you might have heard of it or read it. I've read it twice now, and there was quite a big gap between the two times I read it. I read quite a lot, as you know. I've read 50 books this year alone, but if there's one book that has really stuck with me since I first read it, I want to say at least 4 years ago, then this is the one. It's A Little Life. So A Little Life, I'm just going to read a short blurb first. A Little Life follows 4 classmates from a small Massachusetts college who moved to New York. There is kind, handsome Willem, an aspiring actor, JB, a quick-witted, sometimes cruel, Brooklyn-born painter seeking entry to the art world, Malcolm, a frustrated architect at a prominent firm, and withdrawn, brilliant, enigmatic Jude, who serves as their center of gravity. Over the decades, their relationship deepened and darkened, tinged by addiction, success, and pride. Yet their greatest challenge, each comes to realize, is Jude himself. By midlife, a terrifyingly talented litigator, yet an increasingly broken man, his mind and body scarred by an unspeakable childhood and haunted by what he fears is a degree of trauma that he'll not only be unable to overcome, but that will define his life forever. So, from the description, I guess it sounds like a pretty heavy book, which it is. It's really powerful. It is sad at times, but it's also wonderful and just so well written that I do really recommend it. There are several people who have read it after my recommendation, and some of them have come back to me saying, how could you recommend it? It's so sad. So no, if you're gonna go on a beach holiday, if you're looking for a light, happy read, this is probably not the book for you. But A Little Life has really made an impact on me. I think despite, I guess, the horrors in some of the characters' past, or despite how far away they are, how remote they are from my own life, or how different their life is from mine, I think the book is so well written that the characters are really multidimensional and relatable. And I'm not going to say that it's a depressing book, because I don't think that word alone gives this book justice. It is just a very human book, in my opinion. And I definitely think if you're looking for a book that'll stay with you for a long time, then yeah, give it a go. It looks like a pretty thick book, but the chapters are relatively short. The text isn't super small, so it's not difficult to read in that way. It's not a very long book, not as long as it seems at least, and it's just really, really good. So I recommend A Little Life. Enjoy.